Welcome to News Watch 12 at 6. I'm Justin Betty. Today would have marked the expiration of the federal eviction moratorium, the rule stopping tenants from being kicked out of housing because of trouble paying the bills during the pandemic. However, this week, President Biden extended that order for another 3 months. Well, that's good news for struggling renters and homeowners. As News Watch 12's Rachel Eiler reports, some local property owners say now landlords are struggling.
For some residents, no income means falling behind on their monthly rent. And without money from tenants, Chris Molker says it's a sad outcome for landlords working to keep their property.
A tenant not paying the rent that could, taking advantage of the system, obviously hurts because the landlord's not going to have that property much longer if he doesn't get the rent and pay the mortgage.
The CDC extended the moratorium to June 30th. That prevents the eviction of renters unable to make their payments. If tenants can't pay their bills, Molker says it's not just the property that's threatened.
Assuming that all the rent is paid, only about 9 cents goes in the landlord's pocket. If a landlord's trying to pay his own bills or his or own groceries, that ain't happening if they're not getting the rent.
It's a story he hears too often and even currently experiencing himself. And to help the situation, Molker says landlords need to work with their tenants.
There are funds available for tenants that have been impacted by COVID, and the landlord needs to participate in that process for that tenant to get the funds, but that pays the rent.
However, renters must be able to meet the criteria necessary to qualify for the moratorium. Even then, they could face more repercussions following the new expiration.
Landlords are going to probably follow common sense and only try to rent to tenants that they feel are going to be able to pay their rent throughout the pandemic.
And in the Northwoods, where rental properties are already hard to find, applying could be even harder.
In the rural areas and in the cities, landlords are taking a much harder look at new applicants to see if they are going to survive the COVID situation.
In the Northwoods, Rachel Eiler, News Watch 12.
Outside, Jeff, seeing some chilly temperatures tonight.
Yeah, we're ending March as we ended December with highs only in the 20s today with a little bit of sunshine, but not much. A very cold day across the area, as you know. Speaking of cold, here are the temperatures. 23 in Rhinelander right now, 21 Eagle River, 27 for Antigo. It's cold out there, and we'll have low temperatures down near 13 or 14 later on tonight. But there is hope if you want warmer temperatures, and it's just starting right over here. This will expand this way beginning tomorrow. Highs in the 40s tomorrow, 50s Friday, followed by mid-60s over the weekend. All right, some cloud cover out there now. A few flurries earlier today. Those are now gone. We are in for clear skies tonight. And looking ahead, though, you can see temperatures hanging out in the teens for lows under partly cloudy skies. Your full forecast is coming up. Justin.
Thanks, Jeff. Today, the daily number of new average confirmed COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin dipped back below 500 after crossing above that mark for the first time in about a month yesterday. Today, the State Department of Health Services reports 563 new cases, drops her 7-day rolling average to 470. DHS also reports 10 new deaths today, keeps our 7-day rolling average at 4. Our regional hospitalization numbers also rose today. Meanwhile, more than 30% of all people in Wisconsin have now received at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. DHS reports about 18% of people have now completed their vaccination. We're averaging about 50,000 doses given out per day in our state over the last week. Pfizer says its COVID-19 vaccine is proving effective in kids aged 12 to 15 years old. In fact, the pharmaceutical company says clinical trials showed it's 100% effective in kids aged 12 to 15. They say the age group tolerated the doses well. Pfizer is planning to submit its results to the Food and Drug Administration ASAP, hoping to expand its emergency use authorization. Its COVID-19 vaccine is currently authorized for those aged 16 and up. The other vaccines have only been approved for those 18 and up. Worth noting, however, kids are already at a much lower risk of complications from the pandemic than adults are. UW system nursing and pharmacy students working at COVID-19 vaccination sites, your $500 tuition credit has now been extended until May 22nd. The credit was set to expire today. School leaders say students will also be eligible for a new summer $500 tuition credit for working at COVID vaccination sites from May 23rd through August 31st. That's in addition to this spring credit. To be eligible, students must meet some criteria, including working a minimum of 16 hours, 2 days, as a COVID-19 vaccinator. If a student's interested, they should contact their school's financial aid or bursar's office no later than May 22nd. The DNR has announced nearly 38,000 acres of private land will be open for public access to turkey hunters this year. The DNR can partner with private landowners who lease their land for public access, thanks to a partnership between them and the USDA's Natural Resources Conservation Service. Last year, over 5,000 acres were added for hunter use. For more information on eligible land and where you can hunt, you can visit dnr.wisconsin.gov. A Forest County museum will not be open this summer because of the pandemic. The Lumberjack Steam Train and Camp 5 Museum in Leona is home to forestry history and the 4-spot steam locomotive. Museum staff cited COVID-19 and government restrictions as the reason for their closing this summer. Over the last year, Camp 5 has stayed busy improving its complex and doing extensive maintenance projects. They plan to reopen summer of 2022. The Rhinelander Area Food Pantry will be hosting another food box giveaway tomorrow morning. It's scheduled to begin at 8:30 or so, depending on when the truck arrives. There is a 1-box limit per household unless you're picking up for a homebound individual. The distribution is open to the public, though it is intended for households in need. This is a no-contact pickup. They ask you stay in your vehicle and make room in your trunk or back seat. They'll put the food in for you. Masks are required. Some important news for our over-the-air viewers. We are adding 2 new digital subchannels, QVC and the Home Shopping Network. They'll be our 12.4 and 12.5 stations. That switch will happen tonight at roughly midnight. So if you watch WJFW using a digital antenna, you will need to rescan your TV to get our new stations. Our chief engineer, Marty Magerson, explains how to do that.
In the morning on Thursday, you want to take your remote, go to your TVs, go to your menu or to your settings, find the channel selection, and choose it to auto scan, and that will pull in our signal as well as other signals surrounding the area.
Says the process should take about 10 minutes. Meanwhile, in our Wausau area, our over-the-air signal is moving from channel 27 to channel 12. So we'll then be on channel 12 everywhere across the North Woods and North Central Wisconsin. You'll need to rescan to do that as well. Again, this move only impacts our over-the-air viewers. If you watch us either with a dish or cable or satellite, nothing should change. Wisconsin's spring election is now less than 1 week away. Tonight we'll hear from State Superintendent candidate Dr. Jill Underly to get her thoughts on a variety of things, including getting kids into the classroom. But first, Jeff's in with your full forecast, including some very mild temperatures. You might say warm temperatures on the way. That's next, the Newswatch 12 at 6.
Hop on over to the Easter Weekend Beat the Clock sale, Friday, Saturday, and Monday at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Get big savings on our top looks store-wide, plus no interest financing for 5 years, and bonus discounts up to an extra 10% off our sale prices at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Get a sneak peek at the upcoming weather for the week with meteorologist Andrew Kiekefer on Newswatch 12 weekends at 10 p.m. Utilizing industry-leading technology, WJFW has you covered so you can stay on top of those ever-changing systems in the North Woods.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio has designed beautiful and functional kitchens and baths in the North Woods. When helping plan your dream kitchen or bath, with in-home consultation available, they provide 3D drawings of your spaces to bring your visions to life. With over 30 years of experience together, Sarah and Danny have overseen 500+ projects. Whether it's a new home or a remodel, Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio in Eagle River looks forward to making your dream kitchen or bath a reality.
Kids learn from our example. So what would they learn from Deb Kerr? Kerr covered up a school financial scandal. Her employee overdrew the school's account by $500,000. Instead of firing him, she paid him on leave for a year. then lied to get him another job, saying, quote, he's a good steward of public funds. Honesty and integrity are important for our schools. Vote to show our kids a good example.
Take up to a bonus 10% off furniture with any mattress purchase over $4.99. The Easter weekend Beat the Clock sale is Friday, Saturday, and Monday only at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Shop doorbusters plus Tempur-Pedic mattresses for as low as $30 a month at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
All right, the frogs and the turtles and the worms are coming out, and they're like, what is going on outside today? Temperatures only in the 20s. They're going to go back and hide for a couple days as warmer temperatures are on the way beginning as soon as tomorrow. But outside right now, oh, not so much. It's 23 in Rhinelander, 21 Eagle River, 24 Brevida, 26 Tomahawk. You get what's going on, right? The Arctic air in place for us today. It will begin to get out of here tomorrow, though, with highs back in the 40s and then 50s as soon as Friday. But for perspective, here's a live look at the South Pole right now, where they had a high temperature near 65 degrees below zero today. So there's perspective for you. It's not that cold, right? But it's cold outside, as you know. But it's getting out of here pretty quickly. The warmer air is right over here right now, moving in our direction. So that's our weekend. We're still going to do mid-60s this weekend, and a couple of you could do 70 on Easter Sunday. But until then, still kind of a cool day for us tomorrow. But tomorrow, bright sunshine tomorrow, make it feel much warmer than the 40-degree air temperatures throughout the afternoon, and less windy tomorrow. And then there's Friday, 52 on Friday, and then those are 60s in the forecast. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Once they're here, they're going to stick around for a little while with probably some rain back in the forecast, light rain showers on Monday night. Okay, the wind out there now, still out of the northwest, around 10 to 15 miles per hour, giving us feel-like temperatures today in the single digits for a couple hours this morning. And yes, it's also very dry air. These dew points in single digits for most of us right now. It's like Phoenix outside with the cold air. That, though, the cold air combined with the dry air, that is giving us our first allergy index of the season. Tree pollen in the low category, so we're still good for now. Although southern Wisconsin right now is in the moderate category. This will quickly tick up, as you know, heading into spring. Looking around town here, here's the Mackinac Bridge, looking pretty good. Hardly any traffic out there right now, and the ice is pretty much moving away. Closer to home, though, here we are in Plover. Traffic is going nicely there on 39. The pond is wide open. The grass is turning green. We're in a good spot as warmer temperatures are on the way. And then high pressure building in for us after today. It's a cold one today. That one's going to pull away. This one's going to move in after the warm front. So we're in a good spot going forward. And still, though, with the elevated fire danger, make sure you get your permits this weekend. It's going to be elevated through the weekend into early parts of next week because we're now, of course, as you know, in between the snow getting out of here and vegetation growing in. It's a very dry time for us across Northwoods. Okay, going forward, so partly cloudy and still breezy tonight. Look at this low temperature. The average low is 24. We're going to do 13 with a north breeze around 15, gusting near 20. We'll make that 13 feel like 1, 2, or 3 degrees by tomorrow morning. All right, tomorrow, though, it's already Thursday, mostly sunny and warmer. Not warm, high near 41. The average high is 45. We're not going to do that, but still bright sunshine pretty much all day long tomorrow. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows a quiet stretch of weather. Friday 52, Saturday 66, Easter Sunday 65. Our next chance for a couple showers late Monday and then again Wednesday of next week. Justin.
Thanks, Jeff. Next month, April 12th through 16th, is Tornado and Severe Weather Awareness Week here in Wisconsin. That means communities across the state may be testing some of their severe weather systems. In fact, on April 15th, the statewide virtual tornado drill will take place at both 1:45 p.m. and 6:45 p.m. Wisconsin averages about 20 tornadoes per year. Safety tips include staying away from doors, windows, and outside walls and getting inside a sturdy building when there is a threat. Wisconsin's spring election is now just 6 days away, and along with many school district referendums on the ballot, one key race statewide is for Superintendent of Public Instruction, or State Superintendent. Dr. Deborah Kerr and Dr. Jill Underly are on the ballot for that race. We spoke with Dr. Underly today to see what she had to say about reopening Wisconsin schools.
I do think schools should be reopened. I really feel that that's the case. And I'll just say that my school has been open. We've worked really hard to reopen our school, and I've led those efforts in my school district by working with our school board, our families, our teachers, in our community. And so when we look at it, we know that that's how kids learn best, is in person.
When we spoke to Dr. Kerr last week, she also believes schools should be reopened now. After schools do reopen, Underly says her biggest priority is fixing the school funding system to help rural schools.
My biggest priority is really for all our schools, is to get them more funding so that they can offer the programs that they need to offer. And rural schools really do suffer, from low funding.
Underly also wants to improve the early childhood education system, she says, to make them higher quality. Day 3 of the Derek Chauvin trial seeing new footage and more emotional testimony from witnesses. We'll have the latest on that from Minneapolis after the break.
We switched.
I switched to Chevy.
We switched.
I switched for more room. I switched for my family. For adventure.
We love our Chevy.
I switched to Chevy.
With an impressive lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs, it's no wonder people are switching to Chevy year after year.
I'm never switching back.
Get a $4,250 cash allowance on all 2021 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Update your floors with help from Menards. We have a great selection of flooring from top brands including Tarkett and Mohawk. Vinyl plank flooring is waterproof. Laminate flooring is durable and simple to maintain. Sheet vinyl flooring is easy to install. Or add comfort to any room with soft and luxurious carpet. Right now, get 11% off all Tarkett and Mohawk flooring. Start saving and get 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
There's a splash of surprise in every Wisconsin Lottery scratch game. Like WOW, the new $10 number match game, featuring a chance to win double the prize with a WOW symbol or instantly win $30 for every binocular symbol revealed. A chance to win up to 25 times and a top prize of $75,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
Yeah, well, look what I did this weekend, huh?
Your weekends brought to you by American Marine and Motorsports in Shawano. We have more Alumacraft boats in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Check them out in the largest showroom in the USA. Buy or trade into a new boat and get out on the water today, and we'll give you the best deal. Guaranteed by at least $500. Get the most out of your weekends with Alumacraft and American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
Check out our 13,000 square foot newly renovated space in Eagle River. We focus only on welding so you can spend more time making sparks fly in our 36 welding booths. Finish the welding program in just 4 to 6 months. Our school is set up like a workplace so you'll be ready to get working right away. 99% of students find employment before or right after graduation. At AWI, we go beyond basic code standards and aim for perfection. As we work hard, we definitely have fun along the way.
Today, the Derek Chauvin murder trial featured newly released security video showing George Floyd in the moments before he died. It is also marked by more intense, highly emotional testimony from witnesses, those watching that day. Jay Gray has the latest.
I'm going to have you identify this individual here.
George Floyd.
Previously unseen security video showing George Floyd just minutes before his fatal confrontation with police.
I just saw him as another customer.
Christopher Martin, a cashier at the Cup food store, describing the situation, telling jurors Floyd seemed, quote, high during a brief conversation. It was Martin who took what appeared to be a counterfeit $20 bill from Floyd as he paid for a pack of cigarettes.
When I saw the bill, I noticed that it had a blue pigment to it, kind of how a $100 bill will have, and I found that odd, so I assumed that it was fake.
It was that exchange that ultimately led a manager at the store to call police. Martin, who had asked Floyd twice to come back into the store to discuss the situation, was outside as things escalated.
I saw people yelling and screaming. I saw Derek with his knee on George's neck on the ground.
It will be the truth and nothing but the truth. Charles McMillan saw it too. Overcome with emotion, as police body cam video is played during his testimony. So upset, the judge calls for a short break.
Oh my
For those who have witnessed this crime, whether by video or in person, that trauma is being revisited as this trial plays out.
Scars that will likely continue to be revealed over the next few weeks here.
I think my teachers are really awesome. They're just so nice and willing to help with anything we need.
What I think everybody should know about the RVA is that it's not what you might think of as a typical homeschooling experience. It's very challenging.
Most people think that you don't get to talk to people if you're homeschooled, but it's the opposite of that.
It's flexible, but it offers each kid a chance to excel in subjects that they're good in, and it gives them extra support in the subjects that they need help in.
The RVA has changed my life by helping me prepare for college and encourage me to plan ahead for life.
Tomahawk Sports Center is northern Wisconsin's one-stop shop for UTVs, ATVs, snowmobiles, boats and motors, watercraft, docks, and waterfront equipment. See our tremendous deals now on the Lumacraft boats, engineered for optimal lift, strength, and fuel economy, resulting in a softer, quieter, and drier ride. We are a family-run business with a long history of personal service before and after the sale. Tomahawk Sports Center services all of our products and others with our full-service service department. Head to Tomahawk Sports Center now for great deals on the Lumacraft boats.
Welcome to Hahn Printing of Eagle River, northern Wisconsin's largest printer. Print from small to large quantities of all types. 3 full-time graphic designers on staff. Digital on-demand printing. Wide format printing up to 4x8 capabilities. Digital die cutting. Fulfillment. Mailing services. Clothing embroidery. We do it all. Hahn Printing of Eagle River, the only printer you will ever need.
Carpet City.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center's biggest sale ever and receive free carpet installation along with an additional $300, $600, or even $1,000 of savings on all flooring products and sale prices. That's right, free carpet installation and an additional savings of up to $1,000 on top of the sale prices. See why contractors and designers only choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs.
Our prices will floor you.
When heartburn takes you by surprise, fight back fast with new Tums Naturals, free from artificial flavors and dyes.
Hey, call again. Our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
How do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
How do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water.
Hi, I'm Dean Hoger with Miracle-Ear of Rhinelander. If you're struggling to hear your favorite news and entertainment shows, stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
People were no doubt mixing up some more cocktails at home over the last year as the pandemic either shut down or limited many bars and restaurants. But the travel rewards company Upgraded Points wanted to see which ones were most popular in each state. They used Google Trends. So theoretically, these are recipes that people are looking up, don't just know by heart. Mimosa was the most popular drink to look up in many states. In Wisconsin, the old-fashioned, not terribly surprising, was the winner.
There is no surprise there, Justin, at all. Okay, so drinking tonight might help these cold temperatures, right? 23 in Rhinelander, 26 for Tomahawk, 33 for Wapaka. We'll have lows tonight back in the teens. So yeah, here we go. But tomorrow an improvement is on the way. Some clouds out there now. We had a couple hours of clearer-ish skies out there, but now there's a few clouds out there as we speak. And these will fill in tonight for an hour or two, followed by decreasing clouds tomorrow morning, and then plenty of sunshine's back in the forecast for us tomorrow. It's going to be a very nice day with lots of sunshine. But here we go. Highs only of 41 tomorrow. The average high is 45, but that sun's going to feel really good on the first day of April. And then Friday, 52, Saturday, 66. Look at Easter Sunday, 65 this year. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, we could use a little rain, right? We may see a shower late Monday, but a much better chance next Wednesday. And I put my first thunderstorm signal in there for next Wednesday afternoon.
Tomorrow, a bit of a transition day before we get the real
only low 40s
weather.
But sunny.
All right, well, we'll take it. Thanks, Jeff. Thank you for joining us on News Watch 12 at 6. Wheel of Fortune is next. We'll see you back here tonight at 10 with more.